If we live as victims, the terrorists have beaten us.
This is Adelaide's National 9 News with Georgina McGuinness.
Bali, the anniversary. Australians remember the victims and embrace the survivors as the nation shows courage and resilience. Good evening. It's been an extraordinary day in Australia's history as the country marks the first anniversary of the Bali attacks. We're joined now by Ray Martin, who attended today's ceremony high above the island's famous Kuta Beach. Ray?
Yes, thank you, and welcome once again to this new sacred place for Australians, Garuda Wisnu Park, up above Kuta Beach. As the preacher back home said this morning, this day was a lesson for the Bali assassins. This was a lesson in human dignity and the proof that the barbarians have not broken our spirit. Here on this hill and all over Australia today, we paid tribute to the dead from last year's Bali attack and offered a helping hand and heart to those they left behind.
From the island of the gods, a heaven-sent location that embraced hundreds of Australians.
For me, it's bye for now. It's back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Ray. 3 South Australians were among those killed in the terrorist attacks. Today, Josh Deegan, Angela Galotta and Bob Marshall were remembered during an emotional ceremony in Victoria Square. It was also a time to recognise those who helped in the massive rescue effort.
It was an outpouring of emotion exactly 1 year after the terrible tragedy.
Dozens of victims from the bombings were among those attending. Time now for a break, but in news still ahead, Australian spies given the power to carry weapons. And marathon surgery to separate young twins in Texas. Continuing the news, and regional police stations and courthouses right around the state are in for an upgrade. New stations will be built in Berry, Gawler, Mount Barker, Victor Harbour, Port Pirie and Port Lincoln. Courthouses will also be incorporated into 3 of those stations.
There are some obvious urgent priorities out there. Mount Barker is a pretty poor police station, we have to say that.
But the government won't be forking out the cash. The new facilities will be built by the private sector and then leased back by the government. Australian spies could soon be carrying guns to defend themselves under new laws to be introduced into Parliament. But the government claims it won't mean a James Bond style of operation for our secret agents.
The role of an Australian spy has changed significantly since September 11 and the Bali attacks.
Take 4 days. Sports next. Over to you, Kim.
Thank you, Georgie. Good evening, everyone. Coming up, is Tony Modra about to make a comeback? Michael Schumacher creates history. Holden's Greg Murphy, the king of the mountain. And a tough day for the Aussies in the first test. To cricket first, and Australia is just 1 wicket away from clinching the first test against Zimbabwe in Perth. Despite a growing injury list, the Aussies dominated the day's play. However, the run to victory has been momentarily halted by rain.
They were down on numbers for the warm-up. Gillespie's side strain ruling him out of duties. A calf strain had McGill in the stands.
By 8 points at Wavell this afternoon. Well done to the girls, and a busy day in sport, George.
Well, thank you, Kim. Xavier's next with the weather for the week ahead, and the children are back at school tomorrow, so do take care out on the roads. Here is where you will find the speed cameras.
Good evening, folks. Tomorrow, yes, the kids, most of them, are back at school. It is going to be fantastic weather. Careful how you're driving, because they'll be all out there on the roads in the morning and the afternoon. 8.8 this morning, up to 19 degrees. We reached our maximum. Currently still warm, around 16.9. The bar is falling. Have a look at our sunlight photo first of all. Not much to see because there isn't much to see, and probably the same again tomorrow. A little bit of patchy cloud about, but generally sunshine all the way through. In the west, though, We do have that frontal system beginning to make its way in from Western Australia. Probably won't reach us until about afternoon of Tuesday, bringing through showers for Tuesday night into Wednesday. Further afield, if you're looking at this high pressure cell bringing in the northeasterlies tomorrow, generally warm to mild to warm conditions. It's looking like a lovely day again right through to Tuesday. And then that frontal system, as I say, slowly moving in. We'll get the southerlies in behind that, but too far away to worry about. Further afield again, Canberra, Sydney, Perth with showers, maximum range from 16 in Hobart up to 35 degrees in Broome. And in our state today, maximum ranging from 13 degrees at Parawa up to 25 degrees out at Nullarbor. So for the forecast then, overnight some frost there, mild to warm tomorrow though with the fresh northeasterlies, then the southwesterly change in the far west a bit later on, isolated showers and thunderstorms to follow also a bit later on. Frost risk is slight for the Murray Bridge, Coonawarra and Padthaway areas. There is a strong wind warning for the far west. Around the country centre, still cool overnight for a few places, down to 4 degrees for Mount Gambier, 18 the max there. Elsewhere in the states, still cool at Narracourt, 4 degrees, 20 degrees at the top, 22 degrees at Victor Harbour. And on the waters, northeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas calm at half a metre. For the metro area then, fine, sunny, 23 degrees for both Adelaide and Elizabeth, Mount Barker at 21, Noarlunga at 23. And for the week ahead, sunshine through, showers then clearing Thursday, the longer term, maximums near 30. Look at that. Here's George.
I reckon you're making that up. Thanks, Dave. That is National 9 News for this Sunday, October the 12th, a date that has changed Australia forever.
Yes, Rob and Kevin are back at the desk tomorrow night at 6.
And, of course, we'll see you next weekend. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
We won't try to deny our feelings. We'll remember the man that you